Yeah, we'll continue from where we left. That yes, trust produces increased speed, improved efficiency, and hence decreases cost. When the speed of working will increase, when the efficiency will increase, most of the cost which is borne is the human cost, like the cost, the expense which we are giving to our employees. Yes, trust produces. So if it is there, if trust, when the speed of working will increase, when there is trust, the speed, the working efficiency, the speed at which we are working is going to increase, and with that we will complete, we will finish our work within deadline. So it is not going to, we are not going to pay extra for our resources, even for the human resources. So it is going to decrease our cost. So it is always said that when speed increases, efficiency increases, trust is there, so the cost will come down. Trust empowers ethical decision making. Decision makings are ethical on their beliefs, so the decisions comes out to be best because there is trust that yes, whatever decisions are taken are going to be good only. Trust increases loyalty and the willingness to stay with the company. So when we are loyal, when we have trust on organization, when we have trust on the way of working of the organization, when we trust our managers, our subordinate, so we'll be more loyal to the organization. The frequently willingness to change the organization will not be there, because one of the reasons why an employee switches their job is that they don't have a trusting environment. They don't have an environment where they trust the company or where they trust the subordinate. If that trust misses from their relationship, then definitely they'll just look on for the organization. They'll keep on searching for the team where they'll have trust, they'll enjoy their working. So if trust is there in the organization, then yes, employees are likely to stay with the organization for a very longer duration. Trust decreases stress level and hostility in the work environment. Stress level goes down. Trust overcome resistance to change. So people will accept the new ideas, new way of working, new rules, new regulation, because they have trust. Trust is a gateway to persuasion, sharing, and developing ideas. They trust that yes, it's our organization, we are also an important part of the organization. So when we are also the important part, our ideas, our views will also be considered for taking important decisions of the organization. So they'll start thinking, they'll use their creative mind, they'll come up with new problem solution techniques, they'll come up with new creative solution, because they have the trust that yes, you will accept that, and if you like that, you will work on that. Trust is a key ingredient to coaching and improving employee performance. How you can improve employee performance? I'll just give you example. There are two different bosses, Mr. Aryan and Mr. Mayank. Both of them are the managers. Mr. Aryan is a person who don't trust his employee. So what he do, after every 1 hour, he keep on asking, how much work you have done? Have you finished this? Till now you didn't do that. He keeps on asking every time, making a call, sending the mails to take the updates like what is being done and what they have achieved till now. But Mr. Mayank is a person who trusts his team, who trusts the employees. He simply delegate the task, he give them the deadline, and he just take the review meeting by the end of every day or every morning to check how much work is done. So this way, the person who is working under Mr. Aryan will be very stressful, will get irritated due to frequent calls, messages, and won't be able to concentrate on performance, because at the back of the mind it's always running that okay, I have not done this, my boss will ask, I have not done this, my boss will ask. But for Mr. Mayank, it's not the same situation. For his team, he will see very good performance, increased efficiency, because he trusts them. He don't interfere in each and everything which they are doing. So that's why we say that trust is an important ingredient, and it helps to improve the employees' performance and their efficiency. Next, Are you building a culture of trust? Now here I have few questions for you. Now when you'll be working into the organization, soon you'll be stepping into the organization, a corporate culture, a world where you have different people from different background, different culture. How we are going to build trust on them in a country where we are stick to our own culture, we stick to our own beliefs, our own views. In that way, how in that place, how we are going to build the environment of trust? Are you building one? So how we can answer this is, am I listening to my employees and seeking their ideas, suggestion and opinion? What kind of a leader are you? Do you listen to your employees? Do you take their ideas, suggestion if you are stuck somewhere, or you just say that no, I am the boss, I'm the leader, so whatever I say is the right thing, I am the good person to take the decision, no one else can take decisions? Are you that kind of person, or are you a person who give and platform, who give platform to everyone, to all the employees to come up with their ideas, opinion and suggestion? If the answer to this question is yes, then yes, you are creating a culture of trust. Am I open to employees' ideas, including those ideas in the decision-making process? Am I open to consider those ideas, or I just want to put my own ideas? I don't want to involve them in any kind of decisions which I am taking or which the organization will be taking. Do you involve them in decision-making process? Ask yourself. What do you think? Do you involve them? If no, start involving them. If you want to build the culture of trust, if you want to build the environment of trust, start involving them. Start accepting their idea, listening their idea with open mind. Be open to take suggestion. You know, there are 10 different individuals. They will have 10 different ways of solving the problem. You don't know which way comes out to be the best. So start taking the employees' ideas, start involving them in decision-making process. You know why? There will be two advantages. First is they'll come up with creative idea. They will think that yes, we are also the internal part of the organization. Second, they are not going to question your decision. They will be there to see how difficult it was to select one decision when you were having so many alternatives. How in-depth information, in-depth knowledge, in that research you have done to select that idea. So these two benefits will be there if you will start involving them in decision-making process. Seeing your efforts, they will trust your decision. Third point says, am I setting and communicating consistent expectations regarding team and individual performance objective? So what I'm doing, am I setting and communicating consistent expectation? Like I'm telling them what I expect from you, or I just want them to expect, I just want them to assume that yes, this is my expectation. They are assuming, they are working on their own assumption. What I'm doing, am I setting the clear expectation? If not, start setting clear expectation. Always be clear that what I want from my employees, what I want from my team. You cannot come up and say that okay, this was the general expectation which everyone has. No, you have to be clear. If someone has joined newly in the organization, if he has entered your team, you need to tell them your expectation, company's expectation very clearly. This is what we expect. This is the performance which we are expecting you to give regarding the team or the individual objective. So it is related to both of them. It's not just related to the organizational objective. It is also related to the performance, to your individual performance. Are you working towards that also or not? Do I tell employees the truth and follow through by doing what I say I am going to do, and even when it is difficult? There are two things. Employee just listen to what managers are saying, and they believe that if managers committed something, if he is saying something, it's the truth, and he is going to follow that no matter how difficult it is going to be. But Sometimes it happens that a person just says to the employees, commit the things and he don't do. So what kind of a manager or leader you are? You say the truth, you be on that, you work for that, or it's just for the sake of saying you say that and then you forget? Are you result oriented, or you are just a speaker, you're just a teller? So what you are? If you are result oriented person, no matter how difficult the situation lies, you stand by your decision, you work on that, you fulfill your commitment, then yes, you are a person who is setting the environment of trust in the organization. Am I treating everyone with same dignity and respect that I expect and would like to receive, without revealing bias, judgment, or personal favoritism? Okay, we are human beings. The personal favoritism, biasness definitely comes. But being a leader, when you hold a position, you need to treat all the people in your team equally. You should treat them with the same dignity, same respect by which you want them to treat you. If you want them to respect you, to accept your decision, to listen to you, you have to give the same thing. If they are coming up with any uh, idea, you should listen to them. You should also give them equal respect, no matter they are employees or they are the leaders. You should not have ego of your position. Second, don't be biased. I know being a human, it is a human tendency to be biased, to give judgments. Don't do that. Don't go with the judgmental thing. Don't give favor to someone whom you like, whose work you appreciate, or who is related to you, who is your relative, anything. You need to be unbiased. You should have same way of treating all the followers whosoever are there in your team. This way you will build an environment of trust. If they see that yes, you are being judgmental, you have personal favoritism, you are preferring them, then they will not trust you. Even they'll not trust that same employer. So there is going to be lack of trust within the team and with you also. So don't enter into that environment. Are my own career goals or personal agenda interfering with my team performance and my commitment to my employee's success? So what? If you think that yes, your own personal goals are interfering with the goals of the employees, stop doing that. The priority is you need to make your team focus on the organizational goals. You need to focus on the employee's success, not just your own success or your own personal goals or agenda. So avoid that things. Keep that thing aside. Match your goals with the organizational goal. Make your team work for the organizational goal, not to satisfy your personal goals. Do I demonstrate concern and caring for each individual employee, work group, and department? Am I a person who is showing concern, care for all the team members? Am I a person who is individually connected with each of the employees? Or am I a person who is concerned about my department, about my work group? Many people, many leaders are such who just keep their employees, keep their team safe. They will never allow any outsider to raise anything on their team. They'll say that whatever went wrong is my responsibility. So he takes complete responsibility on himself, and he make the individual, his team, feel that yes, I am there for you. I am standing beside you to save you from all the complaints, to save you from all the allegations coming on you. So that is a leader. If you are that leader, you are creating a trustworthy environment. The people are going to trust you that yes, you will be there to take charge of whatever they have done, because they are following your direction. They are doing whatever you are telling them to do. So you need to be accountable for whatever they have done. If you create that environment, people will trust you that yes, you are not going to land them into trouble. That is the work of the leader. Do you demonstrate that concern? If yes, then yes, you're having a trustworthy environment. If no, then you need to work on that. You need to demonstrate concern and caring environment for all your members. Do I set a good example and conduct myself in a manner consistent with the passion, vision, and value of the organization? So, am I setting a good example? Am I working for the vision, mission, and values of the organization? That is how I am building trust within the organization. I am showing that yes, I do trust the values, mission, and values vision of the organization, so organization can trust me. Okay, with this we have finished why the trust at workplace is important. But how to build that trust? The another very important question is how you can build that trust at workplace. How to do that? What is the way of building trust, effective, trustworthy workplace? As we have read in the previous point that if we have trust on workplace, it increases the efficiency, it reduces the cost, it retain the employees, it makes the employees loyal towards us. So how we can build that environment, how we can have that trustworthy environment? So here, the first important point come is empower staff. You need to empower your staff. Your staff is something which is the reason for the organization success. It's not a single person who has made your organization reach height. It's a group of individuals who are working together in a team, who are your staff, who are working for the goals which you have set for the organization, and that's why you have grown eventually in the years. So it's very important to empower your staff to build a culture of trust, to build a workplace of trust. So how you can empower your staff? The first thing is set expectations. Okay. We will discuss all the points of empowering the staff in detail in the next session. Today, we'll just discuss the brief outline that empowering staff means you have to set the expectation. Expectation should be very much clear that what I want from them, how they have to work, why they have to work, what success we will get, how we are going to measure the success. All the expectations should be set clearly. You need to encourage employees input, that they should come up with their input, they should bring their valuable ideas for the organization. Then comes delegate your work, and along with delegation, the another important thing is you have to give them the required resources. If you are unable to provide them with the resources, then the delegation of work won't work. Along with delegating, you need to give them authority, you need to give them the resources to get that work done. So in detail, we are going to talk about how to empower your staff in the next session of trust building. So for today, we are done. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay. No doubts? Then yes, we are good to wind up the session. In the next session, we are going to discuss about how to empower your staff to create a trustworthy environment at workplace. Now, after 10 minutes, we'll have the last session for the day, that is time management. So we'll start exactly at 4:50. Have your break, get back at 4:50. Bye-bye. Take care.